Excellent, radio. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm Gemma. I am the team leader for Team Thermofans on the North Coast, mid-North Coast. Where our Thermomix team runs from Kempsey all the way up to Lismore and everywhere in between. And I know some of you are coming to us from other areas because we've got lots of consultants everywhere inviting people from all over the place. So I'm so pleased that there's some people coming from other places. Let us know in the chat where you're joining from. We'd love to meet you virtually. Today's cooking experience, we are making the cheese puffs. If anybody's been here before, you know that cheese puffs are one of my favourite things. Adelaide, excellent. One of my favourite things to do in the Thermomix is the cheese puffs. They are so super simple. So we're going to do those. And then we're going to do the chicken veloute meal. Oh, and we've got a child crying. Can you just shut the door, please, Shane? Thank you. Okay, that's the first time we've had tears in a virtual cooking experience. But anyway, then we're going to do the chicken veloute meal, which when I first seen the chicken veloute meal, I was like blown away that the Thermomix could make a soup, make chicken and vegetables, and then make a sauce for the chicken and vegetables all in one go. So I'm gonna show you how to do that today as well. But before we get started, I might just, thank you. Are we all okay, Shane? No broken bones? Excellent. Is there any blood? No? Excellent, even better. We might just do the first little bit there, Shane, and let everyone know how much a Thermomix is. Excellent, thank you. So the Thermomix is $2,359. There are lots of payment options, and I will go through them at the end as well to let you know how you can get a Thermomix. And obviously, if you want to chat to your consultant further about payment options and stuff like that. Now, it's a great time to be thinking about a Thermomix because you actually have the two offers that you can choose from at the moment as well. Shane, have we got some people in the waiting room there, doll? Thank you. So we've got August special offer, which you can choose this. If this floats your boat, you can get a 2.6 litre thermoserver, which I'll show you what a thermoserver is a little bit later too. And the anniversary cookbook, which is a beautiful hardcover book all about the story of Thermomix. Or if that's not up your alley, you might want to choose September's special offer because we're on our little crossover time at the moment. So you can add the barbecue pack to your Thermomix order for just $49. So $250 or $60 worth of value for $49. And in the barbecue pack, you've got your barbecue cookbook, which is a really lovely cookbook, your Meter Plus, which is your digital thermometer that actually goes in your meat while you're cooking in the oven or in the Thermomix, and also the skewers. Now, the skewers are probably, I do love the Meter Plus. Just come back to me, Shane. I'll just show you quickly the skewers. The Meter Plus is great. It's a digital thermometer. It's amazing, but these skewers are the coolest. Now, these are only $19.95 if you want to buy these from the mix shop direct, but your meat actually goes on these and you barbecue them or whatever, and then you've got a little steel piece here, and you just press that together and you slide it down so you knock all your meat off the skewer to eat it, so you don't have to get your fork and, push all your meat off. I think they're ingenious, but anyway. You can get those at the mix shop anytime, but if you buy a Thermomix in September, they also come in your pack as well. Now, Shane, can I just have a look at the chat window because everybody's told us where they're coming from. So we've got Sunny Casino, Janelle, that must be Janelle. I can't actually see the names of who's telling me that, but I know that that's going to be Janelle. And Robin from Burleigh? From Grafton, no. Oh, Robin Burleigh from Grafton, not Burleigh, the place. Okay. And Valor, excellent. Can you go up for me? Or give me the mouse. Coughs, excellent. Janine's from Grafton. Hello, Janine. I did see your name on the list. Oh, Flo and Katrina from the Blue Mountains. Excellent. Oh, look, we're all over the place, aren't we? Excellent. Okay, rightio. So we will get into cooking. Let's start with the Brazilian cheese puffs. If there's any questions or anything like that throughout, everybody's on mute at the moment, but you can feel free to come off mute. Just hit your little microphone button, come off mute and ask any questions as we go as well. Rightio. So now I'm going over to my Thermomix. Now I have told the Thermomix what we're making today and it has saved it in my week. So if you want to come to the screen, Shane, I'm just going to go into my week and my two dishes that I'm making are in there. So I'm just going to start with the Brazilian cheese puffs and we'll go from there. Who have we got just joining us? Shane, I've preheated my oven. And I'm not even going to worry about greasing my tin because I'm using the rose gold and it's non-stick, so I don't need to grease it. And now I'm going to chuck in my ingredients. Now, Shane, who do we need to say hello to? Oh, you don't know. Welcome if you've just joined us. We're making Brazilian cheese puffs and the chicken veloute meal, so stay tuned. Now, I've popped my Parmesan cheese in. Now, for those of you who have got a Thermomix, when you see the Gruyere cheese, I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, you can substitute that in this recipe with any hard cheese. So I use Parmesan because I've always got that. Some people make these just with tasty cheese. It's completely up to you. The Gruyere cheese is quite expensive, so you might not want to use that. And I'm going to grate that. Now, I'll show you what that looks like. So I've just had chunks of Parmesan cheese. And, oh, thanks, Shane. And there you go. So now you can see that we've got nice grated cheese. And you can do that with any cheese, like I said, all your grated cheese in the Thermomix as well. Rightio, now we're going to go in with our milk, 160 grams of milk. And with the Thermomix, even your liquid measurements are all in grams, a little bit extra, that's okay. All of your measurements are in grams, so you don't have to have measuring jugs and that kind of stuff as well. And 60 grams of oil. And 1 egg. This is a really, really little tiny baby egg, but hopefully that'll be okay. And some flour. And a little bit of salt. I think this is one of the simplest recipes you can do in the Thermomix. And Shane, you'll be happy to know that, I was going to make these into bacon ones for you, but I didn't bring any bacon down. Okay, so that's given that a really good mix. Now it wants you to scrape down the sides. So let's have a look. Is somebody hammering something? Pardon? Ali, what's she doing? She's in trouble. Oh, excellent. We've got a little noise coming from the outside of the studio today, but I think someone's in timeout, are they? Yes? Rightio. So scrape that sides down and we will go again. So it just gives it another really good blend up. Okay. And like you see, if you spill something on your screen, you don't have to worry about that. It's completely okay to spill stuff on your screen. You just give it a wipe. Now, this then you just scrape down and you pour into your muffin tray. You can do these as big, like, the 12 size muffins, or you can do them in the little ones. Now, which consultants have we got on, Shane? I've seen Laura from Kempsey. Who else? And Tash Edwards from Smithtown. And Janelle from Casino. Is Kelly on from Grafton? Kelly, yep. Hey, Kel. Who else have we got? Is that all? Oh. Merck. Is Merck on? Oh, hey, Merck. Excellent. If you're a consultant and I haven't said your name, come off mute now and tell me that you're here. Silence. I must know all of the ones that are on. Now, this is not the ideal way to pour these into a pan, but it makes delicious little crunchy bits in between, and this is the way I do it. Look at that. We didn't have quite enough today to fill up all of our holes. Oh, it's a little egg. It is the little egg, probably, Shane. Oh, it probably is, you know. Do you reckon? Or are you just, are you joking? It was a joke, okay. Okay, so there we go. We've got our cheese puffs ready to go in the oven. And we give them about 15 minutes, but you'll see when they're cooked, they'll be nice and risen and nice and brown. So, yeah. Now, because I'm lucky, I've got a second bowl, but if you only had one bowl, you could just give that a rinse out. And you can actually do a clean with the Thermomix as well. You could just do a self-clean, slush some water around in there for a bit, and then you'd be ready to go with your next recipe. And now I'm just going to tell it that I'm finishing that recipe. And yes, thank you. I will leave them to cool and then I'll eat them. And then I'm going back into my week. And I am going to select the chicken veloute. Now, where I'm saying I'm going into my week, I will show you what that looks like in a second when I show you about the Cookidoo recipe platform where we get these recipes from. Okay, so now I'm just going to hit start cooking, and I'm going to pop my ingredients a little bit closer to me. Come on over, ingredients. Oh. Okay, and we want 1 garlic clove. In it goes. And we're going to chop that. So we'll just show you how to chop one garlic clove. 3 seconds. Okay, and scrape down, and we'll have a look at that. There's our garlic clove chopped up. And we will now put in our olive oil. So now this recipe, like I was saying, it is a potato and leek soup cooking whilst vegetables and chicken steam on top of it, and then we make a sauce for our chicken and veggies. Does that not want the onion before the... Let me just go back. If you ever think that you might have missed a step, you can always just go back. I would have thought that it wanted my onion in there as well. No, it doesn't. Okay, no worries. So it's just going to heat up. It's just going to saute the garlic. I'll go back to where I'm up to. There we go. I shouldn't doubt myself, should I? But sometimes you think, oh, I've got a garlic here. Surely the garlic would go in with the onion, but maybe not. Who knows? Rightio. Excellent. Rightio. Now, Shane, I would like to check. Oh no, I can see that there's nothing more in the chat. Any questions so far? Anybody want to come? Oh, recipe has been updated, has it? Is that Kelly? Tell me what, come off mute and tell me what has been updated about it. I haven't cooked it.
Exactly what just happened then. We used to combine the garlic and onion together.
Yeah.
And then when one of the updates happened, it must have changed the recipe and they're separated.
Oh.
Do the garlic.
Do the garlic.
Yeah.
Then
I was very confused at a demo.
well, I haven't had it for a while. I probably haven't made this for like a good 6 months or so. So there you go. Stay tuned. See, it's always changing. Maybe they've realised that it's tastes better if the garlic sautés for a bit longer or something.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think it's because the high heat mode has got something to do with that.
Because we are going to go, it has incorporated high heat with the onions.
I believe so, yes.
Because yes, it did ask for them to be in quarters, which, you know, if it asks for the onions to be in quarters, usually everything, when an onion goes into the Thermomix, it needs to be in half. But when it asks for it to be in quarters, you know that it's probably going to use the high heat function where it sizzles and really browns the onions. So, oh, look at this. Stay tuned. Even I'm learning something about the Thermomix today. Excellent. Thanks, Kel. Rightio. So then the next thing, once we've got our onions and our garlic sautéed, is we are going to need the simmering basket. So this is another little bit that comes in your Thermomix. This is your basket that actually sits inside your bowl. And we're going to put in the leek, so just one leek, and your potatoes into that simmering basket, okay? And they're going to actually steam on top of your garlic and your onion mixture in there. Now, once we've got our garlic and our onion done, you are going to put in water and vegetable stock. So vegetable stock is one of the first things that you make when you get your Thermomix. That is a concentrated paste. I actually go on about vegetable stock so much. My customers are probably so overhearing about how good vegetable stock is. But I will tell you, just in case you haven't heard, vegetable stock is the best thing that you can make in your Thermomix. It makes everything taste so good. Yeah, it's just amazing. So I'll show you that in a sec. Okay, so, oh, look at our onions there. Oh, not our onions. Our garlic is sizzling away. Now we're going to put in our onion. Let me just tear that. And I've got a little bit under in my 200 there, but I actually wanted to, I didn't want to use another onion. Okay, and then we'll put our lid on. Now I did just skip past putting the splatter guard on. Look at Shane, I get a disapproving look from Shane every time I do that. I actually don't have my splatter guard down here, darling. Thank you. But your splatter guard just goes on top of your bowl, and it just makes sure that you don't have any oil or anything coming out of there. But I actually want you to hear this. Listen. Can you hear that? Put your simmering basket on instead. Yes, I could put my simmering basket on instead, but I really want you to hear the onion is now sizzling on that high heat mode. So that's really impressive for anybody, especially who might have one of the TM30 ones or the TM5 Thermomixes. The TM6 is the first Thermomix where we've had sizzle. Hear it? That was a very big deal for us when we first got the TM6 because we'd never heard a sizzle before. So we're now sizzling those onions, and we're going to do them for 3.5 minutes as well. So Shane, while we do that, I might just explain Cookidoo in 3.5 minutes, possibly. Rightio. Thank you, darling. So, like I said, cookidoo.com.au. This is where all of the recipes for your Thermomix are, and this is like a subscription service that all of the recipes that are made for Thermomix are in here. Now, when you get your Thermomix, you actually get 6 months for free, and then after that, it's just $49 a year for Cookidoo to have all the recipes that they make for the Thermomix. So, some of the cool things. If you go to the next slide, please, Shane. Some of the cool things about this is that you can search by an ingredient, you can search by a category, you can make your own favourite recipes, you can really make sure that you've got all of that really organised so that you don't have to search through 30,000 recipes, you can just have your favourites and all that kind of stuff. And nearly the best thing about it is that you can do a meal plan, a shopping list, and do your online shopping via Cookidoo. Now, we actually do sessions just for Cookidoo. Once a month, there's a Cookidoo session that teaches you how to use this. So if this is all looking a bit daunting, you think, oh, I don't know if I'd be able to use that. We do little training sessions just on how to use Cookidoo and how to meal plan and all of that. Now, Cookidoo also has an app. So that's really great that you can have it on your phone. You could be halfway around Woolworths and you think, oh, I haven't organised anything for dinner yet or whatever. You could type in the ingredients that are on special. You can think, oh, I really want to make, you know, that recipe from that collection. You can look that up while you're at the shop. So it's literally like taking all your cookbooks to Woolworths with you. And you never get lost not knowing what is in something. Was there another slide about Cookidoo or is that all? Oh, excellent. Any questions about that? Or can I hear from a Thermomix owner of who's been using Cookidoo? What's your favourite recipe on Cookidoo? You can type it in the chat or you can come off and tell me. I'd love to know. Don't all rush off chat at once.
I'll say so. It's Tash.
Oh, hey Tash. Tell me what yours is.
Well, when you first said that, I thought I actually couldn't even pick one because practically everything I cook
Yeah.
is cooking.
Yeah.
But the simple thing about it is that I'm actually right now making a gluten-free carrot and almond cake.
Yep.
But I'm half paying attention to that because I'm watching you.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't need to be actually keeping your place in your recipe. It just does it for you.
Exactly.
Could you imagine me trying to do a cooking experience where I actually had to read the recipe in a book and do it on the stove? I'm not sure who that is, but they say that they love, I agree, Megan, love the pull-apart pizza sun. Oh, it is really cool, isn't it? It's so good. What were you saying, Shane? Sorry? Very good. Oh, I can't read these comments, Shane. Can you come over and make that bigger for me? I feel like my eyes are failing me. Oh, can you make that a little bit bigger for me? My trusty assistant will help me make that bigger. Okay, this has told us that we need to go to the next step. So let's have a look at the onions. Look, I want him to do everything. Now I want you to show them the onions, Shane. Oh, there we go. I've got the comments. Oh, there we go. Where are you? There you go. So there's your onions. Rightio. Keep going. Oh, Kim, we can help you link your TM5 to Cookidoo. You just need a cook key from the mix shop. Love Cookidoo. Carbonara is simple. Tomato and salami fettuccine. Oh my gosh, that is a real winner, isn't it? That is really good. Now we're going to go in here with 500 grams of water. Like that. And some vegetable stock paste. A tablespoon. A good tablespoon. And this lasts, like, big jar of this lasts in the fridge six or 7 months. I've never had any go off. I always use it before it goes off. And then we pop our simmering basket in and we weigh in our leek and our potato. And then we put on our Varoma. Also comes with your Thermomix. So this is your steaming attachment. Like that. And then we pop in our chicken. Now, you can put as much as you like. Just make sure that you don't cover up all the holes on the bottom because we want some steam to come through for the next layer because we're going to put some chicken on the bottom and the rest on the top. So I'm just doing one packet. There's probably, it says 8, but I'm just going to do what came in the packet. Like that. And then we'll go next and secure our lid and start that. So now that's going to cook for 17 minutes. Now I'm just going to wash my hands. Then I'm going to read the chat because I can actually see the chat. Yay! Shane, remember this setting. This is how I want it all the time. Now, you haven't ventured to Cookidoo yet, not that confident. Cookidoo is the place to start if you're not confident. So get onto Cookidoo. And Yvonne says she loves Cookidoo and makes it so simple. Fave is nasi goreng. Ah, okay. I made the nasi goreng during lockdown last year, and we weren't a big fan of it, but maybe I'll have to give it another try. I'll try it again, Yvonne, seeing as you're telling me that it's good. Excellent. Rightio. Now, did I have any comments before that, Shane? I need a mouse as well, don't I? No. He's vetoed that. Now, Tash Edwards. Off Cookidoo, she meant Jem. Oh, you haven't ventured off Cookidoo. Yes, that's more like it. Excellent. Don't forget the puffs. Thank you, Merck. Oh, I've got 1 minute to go. Excellent. Thank you. Shane's got that timer on as well because, yes, I have been known to burn a puff or two in my time. Carissa, the recipe that we're making is the chicken veloute meal. So we now have got the water and the stock with the garlic and the onion cooking in here. We've got our simmering basket with our leek and our potato steaming here. And now we've got our chicken in the varoma. So it's basically making the potato and leek soup down here, and it's steaming our chicken, which we're going to have with our veggies and our yummy sauce. So it's going to be delicious. Now, as I was saying, Tash Edwards, would you like to come off mute and show us your gluten-free loaf that you made? Can you pin Tash? Hang on a sec. Because I can't see you, I want to see you as well. And yes, Janelle, meal planning in the Thermomix is so good, isn't it? And the silver side veggies and white sauce, yum-o. I haven't had that for ages, Janelle, and you always say that, and then I think I need to make that, and then I forget. Rightio, Tash Edwards. There we go. Lovely.
Look at that for gluten-free. Dough. It's from UK.
Called?
Gluten artisan.
What's it called, Tash?
Called gluten-free artisan bread.
Ah, okay.
It's in a UK collection.
Yep.
Which for those who need gluten-free, I've found that's why I bought my Thermomix all those years ago.
Yep.
I find the most sort of versatile gluten-free recipes come out of UK.
Ah, I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm just going to give my puffs another minute because they could be a little bit, browner. Okay, Robin loves making the focaccia. Yes, I made that last week for the cooking class as well. It was delicious, delicious. Excellent. I know a couple of people asked me about gluten-free loaves, Tash, and I gave them that, I recommended that collection that you said, but I'll have to add that one to my repertoire for gluten-free.
Yeah, I think this might have been that collection that I told you about.
Okay.
There's quite a few, I've done a few things actually out of the same one today.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. Okay, has anybody else got any questions, or even if you want to come off mute and tell us something that you've made, if you've already got your Thermomix, something that was good that you made. Feel free to chat to us now. What's up, Shane? I've got Shane in the driver's seat here, and every now and then he just looks around and gives me a look, and I'm meant to read his mind about what he is saying. I'm not quite at that level yet. Any keto sites? And kids made American pancakes this morning. Oh, Wes makes the American pancakes. He made them yesterday morning. They're a winner, aren't they? I love them. Now, keto collections, maybe, Tash? You might be good for that, would you?
Sorry.
You're right?
Yeah, there is quite a few keto collections. Just make sure you turn off internationally.
Yeah, so when I do my Cookidoo sessions, I go into Cookidoo a little bit deeper and show you how to do tags. So any recipe that could be in any collection over the 30,000 whatever recipes there are, they all get like tags. So, you know, if they don't have any dairy, they get, you know, hashtag dairy free or whatever. And if they fall into the keto way of eating, then they will be tagged keto as well. So they might not necessarily be in a collection that's called keto, but they fall into that. So in the Cookidoo session, I actually show you how to do the tags. And that's probably the best way to find, I think, the keto recipes on Cookidoo as well. And
One's pretty good too.
yes, so that we've got a whole collection called Low Carb Made Easy, is it? Yeah, Low Carb Made Easy, which you can search that. If you don't have the actual book, you can search that on Cookidoo as well, and then you'll have all the recipes from that book, which are all, yeah, your low carb recipes as well. So I hope that helps, Jeanette. Do you think Thermomix and WW will ever get together and do a collection? What's WW? Oh, Weight Watchers. Thank you, Shane. Look at Shane, he's up with his acronyms. I don't know, that would be good for me after ISO. We can suggest it, because I'll need it. But yes, we do team up with people from time to time. I know that the Sam Woods, who does the 28-day weight loss challenge, he's teamed up with Facebook, and we have got a few Sam Wood recipes now that he's converted over to Thermomix as well. Oh, and there's a Facebook group. Oh, excellent. That would be great if you could find that, Tash, and maybe tag Carissa in it. Excellent. Oh, and the puffs. Thank you, Shane. Ta-da! Here are the puffs. Now, obviously, you usually get 24 of them, but these are a delicious. I'll show you what they look like inside. These are so yummy. They kind of puff up. They're really hot. You can see, can you see that? Yep. And they are like it's going to break one open and show. See, they're like a gooey centre almost, or like a cheesy centre. Oh, so good. They are delicious. And they're really good to serve with as a side with anything saucy. You can serve them with a curry, and you know, you can dip them in your curry, or like spaghetti bolognese, or any saucy kind of dishes. They're really a real winner with. So yeah. Okay, Shane, I've still got 7 minutes. Oh, can you tell me the name of the low carb book? I'm cooking for a type 1 diabetic, so this would be really helpful. Yeah, so it's Low Carb Made Easy, Wendy, and you can just search for that in your Cookidoo. You can put in low carb and then just hit search, and then you just want to, thanks, Shane. Yeah, so put it in that search bar. But then when it goes to the next search bar, you just want to change that you're searching for a collection rather than a recipe, and it will come up. But Wendy, you probably will come to one of my Cookidoo sessions, seeing as you've only just got your Thermomix. You will come to a Cookidoo session, and I will explain how to do that as well. But in the meantime, have a little look for the low carb one as well. Very Moorish. Yes, they are, Janelle. And I've just sit them there, and I will not be tempted to have one until after we finish here. Oh, look, and now Shane's rolling over to grab one. Thank you, Shane. Rightio. So, Shane, host rewards. Tell me about host rewards. Let's have a look at that. Excellent, thank you. So thank you so much to those of you who have invited your friends along today. There were quite a few people who did invite their friends today, so thank you very much. We do appreciate you sharing the Thermomix love. And because of that, we will be sending you a link in your email to buy one of these items at the discounted price that you see on the screen. So yay for you. If one of your friends decides to buy Thermomix ever, well not ever, once because you've invited them to a demo, then you actually get one of the items for free. And there's no limit to how many of these host rewards you can collect either. So I know some of my lovely owners have got a few thermo servers and you know, the mats as well. So thanks so much, and we will be in touch to make sure that you get your link. And you can also invite friends to our next cooking experience. So same link as what where you registered today. You can go back in there and you can re-register for next month, which I don't actually know what the date is off the top of my head for the next one. It will be in 3 weeks' time. There you go. 3 Sundays' time, we will be doing another cooking experience. So if you didn't invite friends today and those items tickle your fancy, then make sure you invite 2 friends to next month's cooking experience. Can you believe that it's almost September already? I feel like we only just started August and now that's gone and now September's here already. Anyway, we will be back in September. Excellent. Any other questions? Speak now or forever hold the peace. Anyone? No? I'm just giving them time to let me know in the chat if you're going to stay on and catch up with one of your friends after we finish cooking. I would like to know if that if you're going to do that as well. And is there one of your friends on that you haven't seen for a while because of lockdown? I'm interested to know. Jess wants to know, when using Varoma regularly to sterilise baby bottles, should I add anything to the water? No, I don't think so. Shane? No, I don't think so, Jess. I think that's fine. You can use, were you thinking that the water was going to hurt the Thermomix? Is that what you mean? I don't know. But no, you don't need to add anything to the water. And Carissa needs more help with adapting non-thermo recipes to the Thermi. That's a good point, Carissa. I find the best way to do that is to say if you had, I don't know, grandma's recipe for chocolate slice. I don't know what it is that you want to convert, okay? And you think, okay, I want to convert that to the Thermomix. Go to Cookidoo and have a look at the recipes for chocolate slice or whatever the thing is that you want to convert, and have a look at the method and the ingredients, and find one that is similar to the method that grandma used to do. So, you know, it might be, you know, chop up the chocolate, or, you know, beat the eggs and the milk, the eggs and sugar together, or whatever, and you'll see that there will be a recipe somewhere similar. The method will start to be similar. So then use that as a guide. Obviously use your ingredients, because then it's going to be your recipe, and use that other recipe as a guide to help you work out, okay, grandma says to beat the eggs and the sugar together. Over in this recipe, this is how they did it, and then do that. And just make sure when you are converting to Thermomix that you write every step that you do down. Even if you do a step and then you think, oh no, it needs a little bit more, make sure that you're jotting it all down. I actually met with my Auntie Lynn last weekend, and she, see you, Kel, she showed me how to do her famous choc chip biscuits, and we were doing it, and she was showing us on Zoom how to do it, and I didn't write enough of the steps that I did down, so then I went to do it again yesterday, and I was like, oh, I had to ring her again and say, okay, so come back, what did we do, and all that. So you need to make lots of notes as you're doing it so that next time you do it, it'll be easier. Let me know, Carissa, in the chat, what recipe are you thinking of adapting to Thermomix as well? So I can maybe give you some tips on that particular thing as well. Oh, and Carmen would love to join the Cookidoo school. Excellent. Carmel, it's... the next one is a Wednesday during the day. So I do one a month. One's during the day, and then the next month is 7:30 at night. So there's a day and then a night as we go. And Tash, you'll be able to give Carmel the link for that, won't you? Yes, she's nodding. Excellent. Thank you. If you could even maybe pop that in the chat for me, Tash, so and actually you'll get an email after this Zoom as well, and I will put the link in there for you as well to register for the Cookidoo school. Nothing in particular yet, but probably some Weight Watchers recipes. I have lots of books trying to be healthy. Okay, yeah, so, well, Carissa, just give us a, when you come across one, just let us know what type of recipe it is, and just the key is to find something similar already converted to Thermomix, but then use your ingredients. And obviously with Weight Watchers, it'll be about measurements, and you want to keep all that sort of stuff the same. So yeah, that's probably a good one to be converting as well. Rightio. So now our chicken is almost all cooked. Oh no, it is cooked. It's telling me to remove it. Excellent. Now I'm going to pop that into my thermoserver. So now I've got a nice oval thermoserver. Yeah, and definitely check out Sam Wood's collection too. And skinny mixers, depending on what you're looking for as well, yeah. And there are lots of weight lossy type people doing Thermomix recipes as well. Right, now I'm just going to put my chicken aside here. And now the Varoma actually keeps your food hot or cold for 2 hours. So you can, oh, what did I say? Varoma. Thank you, Shane. The thermoserver keeps your food hot for 2 hours. So you can just set that aside. It will tell you that in the recipe. And now you want to weigh in your veggies, because we're going to cook our veggies now. So I've got my zucchini and my carrot. And before anyone asks, no, the Thermomix didn't do this. I've got a little gadget that does this. Actually, I'm just going to put it all in the bottom. There. But you could put any veggies in here that you wanted to. Wes did these for me today, isn't he a good boy? And broke the machine, but we won't mention that. Excellent. And then we weigh in our, and like I said, if you're making this recipe, you could put whatever veggies you wanted in there really, because you're now just going to keep steaming. So, and there we go. What was that? Sorry, Shane? Oh, good, Carissa. Let us know. We would love to hear how that goes as well. Rightio. So now, while that is steaming, Shane, I might talk about the payment options. Thank you. Excellent. I love having my little assistant back. Now, like I said, there are quite a few ways to earn a Thermomix. What are you doing, Shane? Okay, keep going. There are quite a few ways to get a Thermomix. So I think the best way to get a Thermomix is to join our team and earn a Thermomix. So if you are interested in doing that, we have got a really cool business kit, which I'll show you in a sec. And it actually even, there's an extra little something in it for September. So I will show you that in a second. But coming on board and earning a Thermomix is a great way to get a Thermomix, but then also learn about using your Thermomix as well, because you're showing other people how to use it as well. So this is everything that comes in the business kit. Plus, for September, you actually get a free Creating Something Incredible book, which is this one, this book, as well as all the other stuff. Go back to the screen there, Shane, thanks. As well as your bag, your thermo server, your bread mat, and everything that you need to run a Thermomix business. So all for $125. So that is even just buying the kit is a bargain, especially for September. But I will let you know more about that in the email that I send as well. The other ways to pay for a Thermomix, obviously one-off payment, like I said before, $2,359. We've got PayPal, credit card, or you can deposit straight into the Thermomix bank account. So there's lots of ways to be able to do that, whatever suits you. We don't have 36 months interest free at the moment, Shane. We do have, next one? No? Oh, well, anyway, we do have 24 months interest free at the moment. So $24.39 a week gets you a Thermomix with 24 months interest free with Zip Finance. And our other payment option is the Easy 3. So the $1,009 gets it on order and gets it to you, and then you pay your 2 lots of $700 the next 2 months afterwards. So we do have lots of different ways to buy a Thermomix. If you want to chat with your consultant about that, then we can help you decide what is best as well. Yes, Robin, I will pop the link for the Cookidoo in the email when I send it as well. Okay, if there's any questions, let me know. Now, did anybody say that they were going to catch up with their friends afterwards? I don't think anybody did, but I'll we've got the groups ready to go. So we potentially will be doing that anyway. But if you don't want to stay on afterwards, we understand as well, and you can just hit leave meeting once we're there. But we are only a couple more minutes, and we'll have this finished for you. And let me know if there's any questions in the chat as well, or anything I've missed. Tash, possibly. Oh, and I didn't sprinkle my tarragon on my chicken either, but that's okay, it'll still taste delicious. Oh, Carissa said her friends couldn't make it, but are interested for another time. Oh, okay, Carissa. Well, we can do one anytime, and this is something I've been thinking about with trying to get people together during this COVID isolated time. Is we can just get your friends and we can just do one dish, just get your friends together so that you can all see each other and then you can chat. It's not like a big group. So yeah, let me know if that will suit down the track, or when they're available and when we can get them all together to have a catch up as well. So yeah. I don't know who else. Danielle, are your friends on? Are you catching up with your friends? Possibly. I think you're one of my names on my list. I can't see my list right at this second. I really do need to get contact lenses or wear my glasses, don't I? Because I can't see a thing. But anyway, all good. Shane's just nodding. Yes, I know. Okay, so now this is my veggies cooked now. Now, obviously, if you didn't do your veggies really thin like I have, they wouldn't be cooked, obviously, because it was only 5 minutes. So you could just extend the time. There's no problems with that. Now, I'm just going to put my veggies in beside my chicken, like that. Oh, and then put my lid back on. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. I'm a messy cook, aren't I, Shane? Okay, so then that's my chicken and my veggies done. So oh, not today. That's all right, Danielle. I've popped that over there, and I'm going to put my Baroma all in the dishwasher because that can just go straight in the dishwasher. And now I'm going to make my soup. Okay, so we're going to grab out our potato, and our leek is all nicely cooked in here. And we just open that up like so and pop in our potato and our leek. And you just use your spatula as your little hook for that, and then chuck that in the dishwasher as well. We like the no washing up with the Thermomix. And then we pop that in there, make sure you've got your lid on, your MC on, and we're going to blend that for a minute. Okay, so now this is going to make a really nice, smooth, creamy soup. Obviously no cream's been added yet. Wipe my screen. And I'm going to get my other thermo server. Okay, and we're going to pour out almost all of this. So this is our nice potato and leek soup. Oh, look at that. It's like so creamy. Oh, thanks, Shane. Look at it. Look how creamy it is. Okay, so almost all of the potato and leek soup's going to go out. That's why you need another thermo server, because then that will keep your soup nice and hot as well. I think I might give that soup to the kids for lunch. We still haven't had lunch yet, so. Okay, leave a small amount in the bowl, which I've done. Now you add some creme fraiche, but I'm just going to pop in sour cream because I didn't buy creme fraiche, because this is the only thing that we use creme fraiche for. So a nice dollop of sour cream and some Dijon mustard. 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, which I'm just going to use the back of my spoon. There we go. So it's really surprising how adding like a tablespoon of mustard, 2 teaspoons of mustard and some sour cream to something can change the complete consistency of it. I'll just show you what this looks like. We'll plate this up. So we've obviously got our soup, and then we've got our chicken and our veggies. Thank you very much, Thermomix. I'll show you what this looks like. So we've got our chicken and our veg. Plating up isn't my strong point, but there we go. And then we've got our sauce to pour over. And this sauce is absolutely to die for. And there you go. There's your chicken veloute meal. And I'll show you what and let's just have a little bowl of, oh, I don't know if I've got a spoon for this. Oh, yes I do, lucky. And here's our potato and our leek soup. So 2-course meal done in about 23 or 4 minutes. I'll just do a Huey. There we go. So there is our, maybe the up camera. Thank you, darling. It's not as good a camera, we know. But our chicken veloute meal and our potato and leek soup. Done. And, oh, don't forget, cheese puff would go perfectly with that soup. Rightio, that's it. And the puffs. Thank you, Merck. Do not forget the puffs. Excellent. Rightio, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Like I said before, I will send an email to everybody that registered with some information and some links and stuff like that. But your consultant will be in contact with you as well to thank you for coming along as well. Stay on if you are going to go into a breakout room. Thank you very much, Megan. Thanks, Jess. No worries. Thank you, Wendy. Thanks, Carissa. I can't wait to hear how you go converting some of your recipes, Carissa. Thanks,